Namaste and Blessed SuperHumans, and happy Thanksgiving. I hope you had an awesome Thanksgiving. So this is your Psychic Empath Superhuman reading for the weekend of Friday, November 23rd, 2018. So what have we got going for this glorious Black Friday? I guess you guys are up early and shopping. Good for you. As always, we start with Aries. Okay, so for Aries, we have memories of love with rejoice in celebration. And so now the memories of love is when we need to put something behind us. And the rejoice in celebration is about commitment. So you may be acting out that song. It's an old song. If you guys are young, you've probably never heard it. But there's a song, I believe, by The Clash or The Cars, Should I Stay or Should I Go? And this is what you've got on your mind now. You're trying to make a decision. Should you stick with this relationship or should you let it go? Now, keep in mind, it's not necessarily a love relationship. It could be, should I stay in this job or should I go get a new job? Should I continue to live in this town or should I go move to another town? But you've got really big decision to make with this because they're at two opposite ends of the spectrum. However, I have full confidence in you that you will make the right decision, keeping in mind that our lovely planet Uranus has retrograded back into your sign and is making you question things and shaking you up because he's the planet of revolution and he wants to make sure that you've learned the lessons that he taught you for those 7 years when he was in your sign. So don't worry, it's going to be okay. I trust in you to make the right decision for you. Next up, we have Tauruses. We've got the firm foundation with material harvest. Well, you know, you guys are ruled by Venus, the goddess of wealth. And so money is always on your mind, having nice things, having a great financial future. Now is the time to go for this. Go for your money because you have a slight reprieve before lovely Uranus comes back to you for the next 7 years. And he can be a real feast or famine type of planet. You can gather up all these riches and he'll come in and he may just cause something that will take it all away. And it's a very unstable time period. So shore up your finances as much as you possibly can because he comes back to you, I believe, at the end of March. That gives you some months. You might say, oh, that's plenty of time. It's really not. Because don't forget, he's going to be with you for 7 years. So go ahead and get your finances shored up. And then that should help you to navigate that transit. Geminis, I know you guys are air signs and air likes to flow. Nobody likes the waiting game. Nobody likes patience. But you see the wisdom card? That means you're actually learning about patience, about waiting, especially when we have the wisdom card. The wisdom card is a card of soul lessons. There are soul lessons to be learned here, and sometimes they may take a little time. So you may want to forge ahead on something, but the universe is like, slow down. We need to resolve some issues first. We need to teach you some lessons first or give you a test. So don't worry, whatever it is you're trying to do will come to fruition, but take a few minutes, especially with Mercury in retrograde and Mercury being your ruler. Now is the time to maybe go back and say, okay, before I continue with rolling forward, let me go back and make sure I made all the right decisions, dotted my I's and crossed my T's. And then this way you'll get your lesson and you can move forward more quickly with what it is you are trying to achieve. Cancers, we have the solitude card with authority. I know that you guys have been through quite the emotional time with the Venus retrograde transit has affected you in that way. And now you're ready to get your strength and vitality back. You're ready to forge ahead and really make your moves and get strong again. However, forging ahead is not the way to go this weekend. What you really want to do is be introspective this week. And see, she's sitting there. She's got her temple and her holy book. She's really sitting and thinking about what her soul truly wants, what her soul would need to get that sense of strength and vitality back. So why don't you go ahead, give your soul a rest. You had an emotional time over these last few months. I know you're ready to get back on track, but what you want to do first is think about what you've learned about everything, be introspective, decide what feeds your soul, and then go ahead and move forward with getting your vitality back. Leos, we have the throat chakra with material and spiritual harvest. So what you guys might be doing this weekend is networking and talking to people who can help you to get on a stronger financial ground. This is a great weekend. You'll be seeing family members, and maybe that family member brings a friend, and maybe that friend knows someone who can help you. Maybe the friend can help you, but this is a great time to network, especially with regards to money. So get out there and go for it this weekend. Virgos, we've got the crown chakra with partnerships and alliances. This means that you are thinking about hooking up or connecting or reconnecting with someone that's very much on your mind. Now, keep in mind, as I keep saying, we are still in the post shadow of Venus retrograde, which can make you think about still maybe reconnecting with someone or hooking up with that person again, just to either to resolve things or to try to take things to another level. But you do want to remember that with these retrograde energies, you really don't want to move really strongly into a relationship right now. Now is the time for you to be going back, resolving issues, shoring up your own life and things like that before you bring on somebody else, so that by the time you hook up with this person, you're feeling strong, confident, and ready. All righty, Libras, what have we got for you? We've got movement, choices, and decisions with the heart chakra card. So what does that mean? I just saw an orb fly past me. What does that mean? That means you may be thinking about moving to be closer to loved ones. You know, with this, when we see our family, you know, the holidays, we get to see family we haven't seen before or haven't seen in a while, excuse me. Or maybe your children have moved to Pennsylvania and you live in California and you're thinking about maybe I should move to Pennsylvania to be closer to my children. Or maybe I should move to New York so that I can be closer to my parents. You may be thinking about moving, but you're thinking about moving to be closer to a loved one, and that's okay. Go ahead and think about those things. Of course, investigate everything. Do not make moves like this while Mercury's in retrograde, but you can certainly take the time to do the research to see what's the best way or best place for you to go. And if you know the time of your time of birth, you can go to a website. It's called astro.com, and you can look up, it's under, you'll see free horoscopes, and then you mouse over it, it'll say interactive horoscopes. And then you can look for AstroClick Travel, which is astrocartography, and it will, you can click on any place on the map in the world, and it will tell you what your life will be like there. So it's a great way for you to decide what's the best place for you to go. Because you don't want to move someplace and then you don't have no good lines there. So make sure you go ahead and do that investigation with that. Scorpios. We have disruption with stand your ground. So the disruption card is usually about a temporary disruption. That means there's been a temporary disruption in your life that might have shaken you up, but that's okay. Do not give up. This is just temporary. Go with the flow and all will be well. Just do not give up. Keep the faith. Continue with what you're doing. And don't worry so much about this disruption. You know, disruptions can be actually a good thing. It gives us a chance to really think about our decisions. Did we make the right decisions? Do we need to tweak them a little bit to make them a little bit better? So go ahead and instead welcome this disruption. Don't get upset about it, and use this time, especially with the Mercury retrograde, to go back and rethink, recalculate, and redo your decisions to make sure you've made the best ones that are good for you. Sagittarians, we've got the sacrifice card with triumphant success. Now, you guys have made some positive movement forward. You've got Jupiter in your sign. It has been a battle with the sword card, but now the universe is saying, we know you want to move forward with a project. You've been working really hard for it, but now it's time for you to consider, what can you sacrifice? What sacrifices can you make to really get this project going? The big question to you is, what's it worth to you? Do you need to get up earlier, go to bed later, give up something, bring in something? What is it that you are willing to give up to achieve this goal, to win this battle? And if you do that and make those changes, that triumphant success will come even faster for you. Capricorns, we have awareness with the base chakra card. Now, the awareness is what's on your mind or what we feel connected to. And the base chakra card represents our life force energy, our prosperity, a nice, firm, solid foundation. You guys are Earth. You love firm, solid foundations. You love knowing that there's a certain amount of money coming in. You like to make sure all the books are balanced and things like that. And that's on your mind. That would be normal at this time of year, especially because at this time of year, what do? We spend lots and lots of money. So you may be trying to figure out, okay, how can I buy my wife that pearl bracelet she wants and still keep my bank balance above a certain level? That's okay. You guys are awesome at planning out your finances and making things work. So I know everything is going to work out fine for you. Aquarians, you guys have had some heartbreak in your life. Good news. In the future, we've got the Love Begins card. So you may even run across someone this weekend that you may start to get some butterflies in your stomach as you think about them. That's okay. Go ahead, go with the flow, investigate the relationship. Don't get into anything heavy because you don't want to do that with the Mercury retrograde going on and still the Venus post shadow. But there's no reason why you can't get ready to get your feet back and jump back into the pool of love. So good luck with that. And last but not least, we have our lovely Pisces. We've got some mental conflict going on that we are trying to triumph over. Now, don't forget, Pisces, we're two fish and we're going in completely opposite directions. The good things that we have for us, and one of the things that happens with us water signs and very psychic people, because you don't have to be a water sign to be really psychic, but people who are very psychic, but particularly water signs, is our mental conflict stems from the fact that our brain, our logic, our reason will argue with our intuition. And so what you want to remember is you always want to go with your intuition. That is your main tool of discernment. I know that when you were growing up, they said, use your mind, make good choices, be wise and blah, blah, blah. That's fine. Go ahead and do that. But when it comes to making a big decision, and if your brain's like, no, I don't know all the facts, I don't know if I want to do that, and your intuition's like, no, let's go for it, go with your intuition because your intuition will serve you well. And you are an extremely psychic sign. So go ahead and take advantage of that. And you can use that, a lot of Pisces and psychic people have a hard time making decisions. If you just go with your intuition, notice I didn't say go with your heart, because your heart has a mind of its own and will not take your needs necessarily into consideration. Go with your intuition, what your intuition tells you to do, and all will be well. So that is your Psychic Empath Superhuman Weekend Report for Friday, November 23rd, 2018. I'm Goddess Rhonda. Thank you so much for joining me. Please visit my website where you can book an appointment with me if you have questions or you need to navigate your way through life and you don't know how. I'd be more than happy to help you with that. Please visit my Goddess Rhonda Facebook page, hit the like button. Please subscribe. Sorry, you know what? I'm food drunk from Thanksgiving. I haven't had a drop of alcohol, but I'm food drunk. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And please don't forget to check out my book, You Are Not Broken, which you can get at the Coronado Mall, the Barnes & Noble's there, barnesandnobles.com, amazon.com, the Public Library, and the Blue Eagle Metaphysical Emporium right here in Albuquerque. So this is a great gift. You can learn to retrain your brain, pinpoint what's going on with you, and make a custom plan for your success that you will actually be able to implement. So I send you, of course, all the energy that you need to get whatever it is you need done and to get through Black Friday if you're out there shopping. So this is Goddess Rhonda. I will see you again on Monday. Have a blessed weekend. Have an awesome full moon ceremony, a blessed full moon. I won't be able to do a ceremony this week because of holiday obligations, but I'll see you with that on the new moon, and I will see you back here on Monday with a fresh report. Namaste and blessed be. Thank you.